We do it live.
Rolling.
Hello, welcome to Spilling the Beans with Tamar Batshua. I am your host, and today we have three guests. We have the patriarch Abraham and his two wives, Sarah and Hagar. Now we all know that their story is a very interesting and complicated one, and we want to hear all about it. So, to start us off, Sarah, tell us what happened with you and Hagar and Abraham.
My story is, God promised my husband Abraham, Tyler, I'm sorry.
Turn around.
I literally didn't
Turn around.
do that.
Yes, I know it's on.
Turn around.
I didn't know.
Keep telling your story.
Okay,
Go ahead.
I start over.
Start over, no audience interruptions here. Till later. All right, Sarah, I know this is a traumatic event, so we'll give you another shot at this, all right? Tell us your story.
So God promised Abraham, my husband, a son, and I thought I was too old, so I gave my servant maid Hagar to him to have a son with because I couldn't produce. And I soon realized it was a bad decision, and I decided to take things into my own hands.
And so what did you do?
Once my servant maid got pregnant, I decided to, well, I didn't like it, so I started to mistreat her, and I kicked her out, and I went to my husband and told him I didn't like her anymore, so we talked about that.
And what was his response?
He told me to do with her what I thought best.
And what was that?
Kicked her out.
And then what happened?
She came back.
So she came back, and then what happened next?
I got pregnant. And
Well, that's interesting. How did that happen?
through the power of Jesus.
Who's Jesus?
Jesus never created it.
Oh, sorry. God.
There you go.
And I kicked her out because I didn't want her to inherit her son Ishmael, to inherit my son Isaac's inheritance. I didn't want him to have to split it.
Was there something that made you all of a sudden decide that Ishmael had to go?
Once I saw him mocking my child, my blessing, I said he had to go. He wasn't worth, my son is too good to split his inheritance.
So what was Abraham's response to this?
Abraham supported me.
All right, and so in the end, all right, so we got Hagar kicked out. Now, Sarah, you were the whole one who came up with this idea to give Hagar to your husband in the first place. What made you change your mind?
She had began to come too close to Abram, and the child was supposed to bring me and Abraham closer, not her and Abram. So once I noticed how close they had gotten, I didn't like it anymore.
All right. So what did you think about? What was your reaction to Abraham's response to your plans?
I was pleased that he didn't deter me from him.
All right. Well, thank you for sharing your story, Sarah.